All right, let's dive right in. Over the next few minutes, we're going to unpack a really critical shift in how online authority gets built. It's called the implementation first blueprint. And honestly, it's what's going to separate the winners from everyone else in 2026.
So let me just start by asking you a question, point blank. Is your content really ready for 2026? Because the strategies that worked before, the ones that built huge audiences in the past, they're just not cutting it anymore.
And this really says it all, doesn't it? We're living in an age where information is everywhere. It's basically free. So the value has completely shifted. It's not about what you know anymore. It's all about the rigor and the proof that you can actually apply it and get results.
Okay, so first things first, let's diagnose the problem. We are all caught in what you could call an information flood. And the scary part is, our audiences, they're practically drowning in a sea of low-value generic stuff.
I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That endless scroll of videos with robotic voiceovers promising 3 easy steps to solve some massive problem. This content, it just lacks any real substance. There's no originality, and it's missing the one thing that actually matters, proof.
And that brings us to the real issue here, what I call the rigor deficit. There's this absolutely critical ingredient that's missing from almost all of the content out there, and it's the only thing that's going to make you stand out. You know, Think Media really hit the nail on the head with this one. When AI can spit out information for free, what's left? What separates the best creators? Well, it comes down to two simple things, rigor and personal proof. It's no longer about what you know, it's about what you can prove you've actually done. So, when we say rigor, what do we actually mean? It's not about making things complicated, not at all. It's about having a system that's been proven to work, a process that you can back up with your own personal proof and show that it's been implemented successfully. It's the huge difference between just talking theory and showing real, tangible results.
And this comparison, man, it just lays it all out so clearly. We're moving away from that old way of doing things, just theory-based, 3 easy steps content that you just blast at your audience. The 2026 model is all about being implementation first, building on systems that actually work, and importantly, creating a two-way conversation.
So that brings us to the solution, the implementation first shift. This is the new way of thinking, the new paradigm for building real, lasting authority and trust with an audience. This is the big idea, right here. You have to shift your mindset. Stop thinking of yourself as just another source of information and start seeing yourself as an implementation guide. Your job is to help people do things, not just learn about them.
All right, so how do we actually do this? How do you make the shift? Let's get practical. We're going to break down the new authority blueprint. And it's built on 3 really clear, actionable pillars that you can start putting into practice today. It all comes down to these 3 pillars. Number 1 is the hybrid funnel, which is all about respecting your audience's time. Number 2, the transparent workflow, which is how you build insane levels of trust by showing how you work. And number 3, the community mastermind, which turns your channel from a monologue into a powerful dialogue. So let's dig into pillar 1, the hybrid funnel. The whole idea here is to use short-form content, like shorts or reels, for quick 60-second breakthroughs that grab people's attention. Then, you guide the ones who are really engaged over to your long-form content for the deep dive transformation. It respects their time and builds what the folks at Yum Yum Videos call a trust moat around your expertise. Pretty cool, right?
Next up, pillar number 2, the transparent workflow. And this one is a game changer. The key is to stop hiding your process. Seriously, start treating every video like you're doing a one-on-one consultation. Share your internal SOPs, your messy mind maps, your whiteboard sketches. When you show people your real process, you help them jump from just learning to actually doing. And that is the fastest path to building unbreakable trust.
And finally, we've got pillar 3, the community mastermind. Look, you have to stop treating your channel like an old school TV station where you just broadcast out into the void. It's got to be a two-way conversation. Use the community features on your platform to do things like real-time audits, answer very specific questions, and just actively listen. Brand24 calls this social listening, and it's a huge strategy. You let your audience's feedback literally tell you what to create next.
So there you have it, the 3 pillars. A smart funnel, a transparent process, and a real community conversation. We've talked about the problem, we've laid out the blueprint. Now it's time to take action. Your authority shift begins right now. And this is the exact mindset you need to have. Impact's research from this year just nails it. The absolute best way to grow is to simply lead with how you help. Everything you do, every piece of content you create, should be framed around the tangible help and the results you can deliver for your audience.
So, after all of this, it really just comes down to one simple but really important question you have to ask yourself. In this new world where talk is cheap and implementation is king, which path are you going to choose? Are you going to keep talking about theories, or are you going to start building proven systems?
Because at the end of the day, here's the absolute truth. In 2026, authority is not something that's just given to you because you have a fancy title or some credentials. It's something that is built piece by piece through proven work and by genuinely helping people succeed.